Hi, Jonathan. Lovely to see you again. Thank you very much for joining the Business Insight interview. Perhaps I could ask you to kick off by introducing yourself and JS White to the people watching.
Hi, Bill. Thank you for that. Well, we are a small to medium-sized family-owned accountancy practice. We've been trading for in excess of 25 years, and really we specialise in supporting small to medium-sized businesses by helping them keep more of what they earn, primarily but not exclusively in the Yorkshire area. We currently support in excess of 1,700 small to medium-sized sole traders, partnerships and limited companies in just about every business sector that you can possibly think of.
Fantastic, Jonathan. Really like that. The last 18 months has obviously been a really challenging and difficult time for many organisations. But I don't want to focus on the challenges today. I want to focus on the successes. So what would have been the biggest successes for JS White over the last 18 months?
Right, okay. Well, I suppose the main successes were really to help our clients in some instances survive because they were really struggling due to COVID, and the other half of the clients were really trying to take advantage of the vast opportunities that opened up to them in these very torrid times. Another area that we excelled in, I believe, was the element of furlough. We took on board all the challenges of furlough, which was completely new legislation, and helped support all our clients all the way throughout the pandemic.
You must have been inundated for requests for help at the start of the first lockdown.
For sure, absolutely. We took to the phones initially. We contacted the majority of our clients who were just eager for knowledge, help and support in every single way. Some people just wanted a conversation, some people wanted to do things, but in every instance, you know, we just had to reach out to try and find out exactly what people wanted. And a lot of people just need their hand holding and support and to know that somebody's there, really.
And how was lockdown for your own organisation, Jonathan?
Lockdown was particularly difficult, I guess, for everybody concerned. It was completely unexpected. We had, like every other business, to close down, send our staff home. So we had all the challenges of being able to work everybody from home, like everybody else. But people were looking up to us all the time for help and support. So you have to take the parental skills and be like the mum and dad who is sat there looking after their children and not let everybody know that you're suffering in exactly the same way that they are. And that helped them to have some confidence in you, I guess.
Okay. And how did you get your best out of yourself personally, your team, and therefore the business through those different lockdowns and the pandemic generally?
Well, basically, you've got to just know everybody. You've got to know your clients. You've got to know their businesses. And I think planning and understanding your clients is a big help. So you've got to know what's going on. You've got to be able to react very quickly to their issues. And then you've got to get back to them promptly and give them the help and support. And I think it's when you come across as not actually knowing what you're doing, that's when you hit big problems. So you've got to have the authority and the delivery to make sure that it works for them.
And presumably that's not just for you, John, that's the whole team, because you know you're one person and you've got so many clients, you need the whole team to get involved in that process.
Absolutely. We have various members of staff all at different levels, right from the admin levels, company secretarial, to accounts clerks, bookkeeping support, VAT, furlough, obviously that was a big area, and just the general ongoing support that everybody needs. So everybody just needs to feel and know that they are cared for and looked after, which is what we tried to do as best we could.
Well done. So if you look back, what have been your biggest learnings over this period?
Wow. Okay. So I guess the answer to that is you should never ever take anything for granted. This COVID came absolutely from nowhere, and I think it took everybody by surprise for sure. So never take anything for granted in the first instance. I think you need a plan. It's very difficult, but you need to have a plan, and you really need to have some form of contingency sat there in the background. Contingency in terms of how much money you hold in your business, make sure that you're not actually over trading, make sure that you have the facility to draw down on funds to help you survive should anything like this happen. And it's very, very easy with hindsight. It's like anything, isn't it? You don't actually know that things are going to happen, but you need a war chest. And I think that's a big learn for just about everybody in the world, I guess.
Absolutely. And the fact that it's gone just a global issue, it's just unique. In terms of that war chest, I'm interested in your view as an expert and specialist in this sector. What would you advise organizations that they should retain, with hindsight now, in terms of cash or facility?
I think realistically, for me, I was on, relatively speaking, the low side. I used to plan to have probably 2 to 3 months costs covered. Some people suggest that you may well need to go up to about 6 months. I think obviously the more you've got, the more you can trade through these things. This was a huge issue for everybody, was this COVID. Nobody would have believed really that we'd have to survive for 12 months, 15 months, and nobody would have that sort of funds available. So it's only thanks to the government in many instances that we've actually survived with the funds that they've actually supported us with. But I think a good 3 months is a good benchmark as a starting point. Perhaps 6 months would be also good. And let's just hope that this doesn't actually ever happen again.
That would be a nice thought, wouldn't it? Okay, so what are your ambitions now for JS White, Jonathan, looking into the future?
Well, I'm looking for more of the same, really. I'm looking for more of the same in terms of the work that we're doing. We want to offer our quality service to more businesses in the future. We're looking really for people who, I guess, would appreciate the value of good advice, who are prepared to listen to that good advice and perhaps take on board anything that is said and then act on that. We also look for entrepreneurs who want to succeed, but perhaps recognize their own limitations. We're not all bankers or accountants or lawyers, but in order to run a successful business, you need to have those skills. We want to use our skills to help businesses prosper, to help them keep more of what they earn without actually falling foul of the law, which I think is our strapline. That's what we do. We help you keep more of what you earn.
Jonathan, that's a great way to finish. Thank you very much. But before we actually finish, some great insights there for the people watching. Thank you. About knowing your customer, that communication, and keeping the war chest. If people want to get in contact with you, what's the easiest way for them to do so?
Well, I think given that this is going out on LinkedIn, I am contactable via LinkedIn. So just send me a link through on this and I will respond to you as quickly as I can. And hopefully we can help you survive and help you prosper in the future.
Jonathan, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Good to see you.
Thank you very much, Bill. All the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.